Welcome to the New Era Podcast, a fresh space where we talk love, life, growth, money moves, relationships, marriages, mindsets, and everything in between. Hosted by me, Courtney. This is where real talk meets wisdom, humor, conversations that help you grow through what you're going through. Whether you're navigating relationships, leveling up in life, or just need a word, you're in the right place. It's time to align, thrive, and embrace your next era. Wow. You got, oh my gosh, I am so excited that we wrapped up season 1 months ago. And now we're in season 2. This is episode 2 of season 2. So if you missed episode 1 of this new season, make sure you go back and listen to it. It is life changing. It is definitely life changing. Now let's get into today's episode. Recently, I had a dream. I had a dream. I had a dream that really caught me off guard. In this dream, I said something that I normally don't say in real life. Like you can see the title, it says, "What? I don't give a damn." And that's what I said in this dream. I don't give a damn. It was centered around where I apologized to this person for like bumping up against them or something like that. And they chose to continue to stay angry and mad at me. And I had a sincere apology. And in that, I didn't apologize 5, 6, 7, 8 times like I normally would. I apologized 1 time or 2 in that moment, and they chose to stay mad, and I said, "You know what? I don't give a damn." And that's not normal something I would say in real life. That's not who I am. So when I woke up, I was surprised because that's not who I usually am. That's not what I say. I'm the type that thinks about things. Like I am a thinker. I replay things in my head, and even if I don't do anything wrong, I'll carry it and I'll still care. But in this dream, it was different. I didn't. I was so unbothered. I said what I said and I moved on. And you know what? I actually like how that felt. That's not something that I would particularly do. That was a tongue twister. Sometimes dreams come to show you a version of yourself that you haven't someone else's approval. Like let that stuff sit in. Freedom from carrying stuff that isn't even mine to carry. When you apologize for something, you know what I'm saying? Especially you didn't do it maliciously. You didn't hurt nobody. Everybody still got all their fingers and toes and they got their life. It was just a misunderstanding or it was just an accident and you apologize. That's that's not for you to carry anymore. It's no longer yours to carry. And it made me ask myself, how often do we care too much about what people think, what people say, or how they feel about us? How many nights have we lost sleep replaying a situation, wonder how we could have done it differently, all the while the other person has already moved on? That dream reminded me that there's a version of I don't give a damn that's healthy. Let's let's say that again. There is a version of I don't give a damn that's healthy. It's not about being reckless. It's not about being cold or careless. It's about being carefree. Careless means you don't value others or the consequences. Carefree means you've learned not to carry what was never yours in the first place. My God. Carefree means you've learned not to carry what was never yours in the first place. Y'all, we're carrying stuff that's not meant for us to carry. I'm going to pause it right there. And I remember a situation with a girl, and I apologize for however she said I made her feel. You know what I'm saying? Because really and truly, I was just being myself. I wasn't being malicious to her, mean, or anything like that. But I was just being myself, and it bothered her. So I'm like, okay, I apologize for however you think I made you feel. I didn't say it like that, but That's basically what it was. And I found myself apologizing to her consistently all the time because she never got over the first. Mind you, everybody still had their fingers and toes. They still had their whole life. They still had their money. They still had everything. Nothing that I did to this person, it was more of a character flaw. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't something that I did to damage them, to damage their reputation. It was just character flaws between two people. So I apologized, but she chose to stay angry year after year after year after year. It was just mind blowing to me because in myself, because I like peace, I don't like drama. So if me apologizing to you, it takes nothing away from me. If I hurt your feelings, I'll say I'm sorry. If you took what I said and it was twisted by the time it got to your ears, I say I'm sorry. But how long can we continue to apologize over the same things over and over? This reminds me of sometimes children will blame their parents for not being a good parent or something they did to them when they were younger or so. And when that parent apologized with all sincerity, I'll get the help. I apologize. I didn't try. I didn't know all the things. That child will still choose to blame their parent for something that happened to them when they was 10, 12, 15, 13. Like how long can a person hold on to your unforgiveness? I done moved on. But how long are you going to hold on to the unforgiveness? Because what it's doing, it's eating you up, not me. It's breaking you down, not me. It's destroying your life, not me. I believe so many of us need to step into that space. Sometimes your I don't give a damn looks like walking away from drama. Sometimes it's saying no without guilt. Sometimes it's just choosing yourself. It's just choosing you, your peace, your joy, even if other people don't get it. Another story. Recently, I would say within months, I had to walk away from, I wouldn't say a friendship, it was semi friendship for the sake of peace, joy, because this person hmm, knew what they did, although they never would have admit what they did, but they knew what they did. And I walked away for my peace, for my sanity. I don't want to be friends with nobody that got some kind of ill against me. I don't want to be like in my it can be family. If you got an ill against me and you don't want to communicate that with me, or is my just existence bothering you, you're not my friend. We can't coexist together. So in that moment, I cut it. And I didn't say it at that time, but I'm saying it now. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn about your feelings because you never gave a damn about mine. I don't give a damn about your situation because you never gave a damn about mine. Sometimes I find myself so overly concerned about other people and they can give a damn about mine. They don't give a damn about mine. That dream was God's way of showing me what freedom looks like. Even if I haven't fully stepped into it while I was awake, that's what God was showing me. And maybe it's a reminder to you as well. So I want to challenge you. Find an area in your life where you need to say, I don't give a damn. And say it with so much like release. It's a release, you know, whether it's people that you've been taken care of or people that you've been overly concerned with that have no concern about you. Learn to free yourself. Learn to say, I don't give a damn. And you say it slow if you need to and just embrace it. It's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that. You're not going to hell for it. None of that. That's the way I used to think. Like I didn't use curse words. Like I cursed before, but I never was like one of those like convincing cursers. Like, you know, some people just cuss and they just blah blah blah, blah and they like they loving it. I just did it because it seemed like I was around it at that time. And it just kind of like was on me. But once I gave my life to Christ, I didn't do any cursing. And I felt like I was going to hell if I said I don't give a damn. But I'm not like that anymore. So, like I said, I challenge you to find an area in your life where you need to say, I don't give a damn. Not because you don't care, but because you care too much about your peace to lose it. Let me say that again. Not because you don't care, but because you care too much about your peace to lose it. And you don't want to give it to nobody. The Bible talks about the peace that I give you, the peace that passes all understanding, not the peace that the world gives you. You don't want to lose that to nobody. I don't want to be in nobody's like realm and they surrounded in there, as a friend and they messing with my peace. Like I'm listening to what you just said and it had a whole bunch of shade. It had a whole bunch of darts and arrows in what you said and now I'm in my like why she said that? That was shade. That was I don't want that. I don't want that. So I cut you off and say I don't give a damn. Okay, so now I said all of that and let's breathe. Let that soak in. Just breathe. Breathe in positivity. Breathe out. I don't give a damn. Oh my gosh, y'all. The next time, the next time life tries to pull you back into that overthinking, just remember this: your peace is priceless. And protecting it doesn't make you cold, it makes you wise, no matter what people say. People can sometimes say you're cold. No, you're just protecting your peace. You see things for what it is. You see the BS for what it is. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can say is, I don't give a damn. And a lot of times people say it and they do give a damn, like they do care. But then sometimes you say it and it's facts. I don't. Not because your heart is hard, but because your spirit is free. You guys, this right here, it just eat off of it. Just eat off of it. So I know this word was not just for me, it's for somebody else out there. And embrace your I don't give a damn season because it's upon us. It's upon us. I thank y'all so much for rocking with me on this podcast. Thank you for tuning in to the New Era podcast. If this podcast spoke to you, make sure that you share it with somebody who needs to hear that reminder today. And don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and connect with me on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at the New Era Podcast. And until next time, stay true, stay grounded, and stay in your new era. Bye bye. You guys, I love you.